Yeah, welcome to PapastachePop. Today, I had to break out my trucker hat and my freaking, well, it's not my Les Paul. My friend's Les Paul, because this song, this freaking dude, Tyler, just tunes down and it just sounds big and hard rock. So I had to do it. We're going to do both the rhythm and the solo. And to help you out with the soloing and soloing techniques, down in the description box below, especially if you're new, check it out. There's a video that's not on YouTube. It's all about melodic soloing and how to see the chord shapes inside the scales so you know how to create solos just like this. All right, so the song's real basic. It's one chord progression, the whole song, so it's freaking awesome. We're going to tune down so you can play with the album. Let's zoom in for a closer look. Check out the parts. Alright, so what we got to do is tune down a half step, and it gets that real angstful sound Tyler's known for. Love it, right? Just big, powerful rockin' guitar chords, but it really sounds killer. Well, and if you want to play to the album, you got to tune down a half step. So, real low and girthy, right? So, the chord progression, C sharp minor, A major, E major, B major. Okay? Now, as for a strum pattern, say you're an acoustic player and you're just by yourself. You can go. Okay? Simple as that. Same thing the whole song. You're all the way there. Now, if there's two of you, maybe an electric and an acoustic guy, it has a cool little riff. That the electric guy does in the intro, okay? So, that is going from the D string 4 to 6. And then you're going to catch, you're basically going to be making this chord, right? So it's the C sharp minor chord, but you're just going to do the D, G, and the B string part of it. So you slide up from 4 to 6, you slide into the shape, and then you grab G string 6, back to D string 6, and then you grab the B string 5. Okay, so we got, that's over the C sharp minor chord. Now over the the A chord rather, it does the same thing. Then we're going to drop down and we're going to hit a note right here, the E note, because the next chord is E, and even though we're going to slide up the same way we did on the D string 4 to 6, now we're going to catch the E chord right here. There's a D shape of an E chord, right? Okay, so what we're going to do over the E chord, we're going to modify our chord shape a little bit. So slide up, same thing. Now catch with your first finger the 4th fret of the G, back to 6th fret of the D, and now catch with your second finger the 5th fret of the B. Drop back down, catch this note here, and since we have the B chord, we're going to modify that shape one more time, but we always come in 4 to 6 on the D. Okay, and what you've done is you've just hit right the root and the 3rd of this chord. So you got, okay, so we've just gone through all the chord changes. So sliding in again, and then And then back down here. Okay, now that's kind of the gentle part. Then it starts letting you know that we're going somewhere. We got distortion kicking in and the whole bit. So it's the same chords, but we're just going to do it a little bit differently. So check this out. Kick on your distortion pedal because it's freaking awesome. Okay, let me turn off my delay. You're going to do 4 muted downstroks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you space it differently. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you let that last chord ring. So you got drop down to the next chord. Alright, so on the last time before the chorus, go straight to that B and holds it. You don't do the whole rigmarole on the B, and then you go. Okay, and that's just octaves, so you slide up 2 and 4, A and G. And you keep that same shape and you just go up whole steps. 2, 4, 6 before you go back into the chorus, which is just more of a that just sounds freaking great. I'm going to turn up the distortion just because. All right, here we go. I mean, right? That's why you want to tune down a half step, because you get that freaking just sounds big and the huevos. I love tuning down. Some of the awesomest songs ever. Black Sabbath, Van Halen, like almost all the 80s stuff, Motley Crue. I mean, it's got nothing to do with country, but these kind of songs these days sound more like hard rock than country, and more power to you because hard rock rules. So now let's break down the solo. All right, so let's break down the solo. Now what we're going to do is a unison bend, and that is where you take 2 notes and you bend one of the notes and you keep the other note stationary. So in this case, we're going to be on the high E string 9th fret, and then we're going to go to the 12th fret of the B. Now in a typical unison bend, it's a good way to check your bends. When that waver goes away, that means the notes are the same, okay? So that's a great way to check your bends. But in this particular case, you got to shake it like you mean it. It's just kind of pissed off sounding. Okay, so you get up to close to pitch, and then you just shake the vibrato. You want it to sound kind of, you know, angstful and aggressive like the song, right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to keep this shape, but you're going to scoot it up the neck. 2, 3. So you pick it twice. 1, 2. Then you're going to do that 3 times. And then you're going to bend once on the 14th fret. And then this finger is going to be on the 11th fret. And then you kind of go to the 12th and 15th fret when you start the vibrato again. So it's like. Okay? Then you do that again. But this time it's a little bit trickier. Okay, so it goes 1, 2, and then it goes all the way up to the 12th and 15th, and then back to the 9th and 12th. Okay, so we got, and then, okay, So all together. Okay, it's kind of tough, right? You're sliding around. I would suggest not taking your fingers off and just keeping them on the fretboard and sliding around with it. Now, after that, it does a real cool riff. You're going to go... Okay, so I would keep one finger on the 12th fret. And the trick to that is you can bar it, but when you go down to the adjacent string, in this case the 12th fret E, you want to release the pressure off the B string so you don't get both notes ringing. Okay, so you're just going to hammer 12th fret 12 to 14 on the B, and then you're going to catch the high E. You're going to do that 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to shift positions, which would be position 3 pentatonic. And you're going to go 17, 14, 16. So 17 on the B, 14 and 16 on the E. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then what you got to do is sneak your fingers in here, and it's kind of difficult because of how close the frets start getting. But you want to basically hit the 19th fret of the E and bend up the B19. 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then that's going to finish out the solo. So if we did it slowly, and then up here. Okay, so that's the solo slowly. You just, obviously just got to speed it up, but those are definitely all the parts. So it's not too bad once you get it down. And realize, if you're familiar with pentatonic, it's just literally going up the positions. And then this is the 4th position. All right, so give that a shot. Yes! Way to go. Again, welcome if you're new. Don't forget there's always a link that is down there in the description box, and the video is not on YouTube, but it's always like how to solo better, how to strum better, tips for major pentatonic soloing, all that stuff. So make sure you click down in the links below. There's also papastache.com where I sell all my stuff to teach you how to play guitar. If you're interested in my approach and my philosophy on playing guitar, check out papastache.com. And then if you want more free stuff over there, there's Papastache 102, tons of hard rock and classic rock videos. I think there's almost 300 more songs over there. So check that out. You guys are amazing. Thank you for the continued support. We'll catch you next time.